This is episode 47. Do you want your blog post to be read all the way through, but right now, no one is even getting past the fold? Well, I will explain the top 6 hacks that you can implement today to improve your SEO copywriting. Welcome to the Calm Marketer Podcast. My name is Kenneth Fong, a digital marketer on a mission to help businesses thrive. I'll bring you on my marketing journey where you'll get to learn from my experiences as an INFP navigating an extroverted world and get actionable marketing tips for your business. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let's begin. I just read an article by Matthew Woodward. He's a really popular SEO professional, and he wrote an article about SEO copywriting. And I wanted to pull the 6 tips that I got from this article that can really improve your SEO copywriting. And if you are a website owner or a blogger, I know you spend so much time on your articles, right? And you want everyone to, not only just everyone, but you want a flood of new visitors to actually find your article. And when they find your article, what do you want them to do? You actually want them to read it all the way through, right? You want them to digest every single word that you put out there. You want them to engage with it. You want them to click the links, right? You want them to buy your product. You want them to fill out a contact form. And ideally, that's the best goal, right, for your content, is to get it consumed and get money out of it, and in the long run. But right now, what's going on with your blog? In many cases, a lot of people aren't even passing the fold. They're not even going through all of your content. They're not clicking through. More likely than not, they're spending a couple seconds and then bouncing off. They're clicking away, they're exiting out without really consuming anything. So you put all of these hours in your content to only get a couple of seconds for people to read it. And that's no good. So I'm going to give you 6 tips to drastically improve your SEO copywriting so you can actually start to get people engaged with your content and start making money from your blog or from your website. So the first tip is to really focus on your introductions. Your intros are extremely important because that's where it hooks your audience. So what you want to do is you want to start with a question or make a really strong statement. And you do this by introducing or having your readers imagine a goal in their head. And after that, take them down a bit. Take them down, and focus on their current situation, which is not even close to their goal, and then provide a solution. So it's a 3-step process. And that's something that I kind of followed in this episode just, a few seconds ago. You want to make sure you are hooking people in and allowing them to get that curiosity so they could read your entire article. The second tip is to save the best, not till last, but till first. So put your high value content at the top of the page. So whatever it is you are writing about, if it's like tips, save the best tip in the beginning, right? Showcase your results in the very beginning. That way you kind of give them what they want, but also tease how you got that result, or tease the additional tips that they can receive as they scroll down and read your article. So give the meat in the beginning and then flush it out throughout the article. And the third tip is to create open loops. So set a stage for future sections and keep people gripped into your content. So don't answer things right away. kind of leave seeds here and there, leave crumbs that they can follow. Say something, say a particular statement and mention that you're going to be answering that statement or that question later in the article, right? So kind of keep it open, keep that curiosity. Mention that you're going to be explaining or giving your answer as they read, or try to make them want to read your article. And the fourth tip is to dumb down your words. So write for middle schoolers, write for people who are at a 5th grade, 6th grade level. So don't impress your readers by using the biggest words out there, because that will not help you. People will not want to read it. So make sure you are using super, super simple words, and make it easy for people to read. Don't use long sentences, use very simple words. And the next tip, the 5th one, is to say more with less. So optimize for attention efficiency. Use as many images as you can. If an image can explain something, then use an image and don't use text. Use short sentences, use a lot of white space, use bullet points, use numbered lists. Make your words larger, make it easy to read, and don't keep dragging on. Just say the point and move on. And the 6th and final tip is to, this one is a little bit more technical and might apply or might not apply. So this is to optimize your HTML code. So that's basically the code that sits in the back end of your site that displays the text on your blog. If you are using a WordPress blog, in the blog section, you have the visual and then you have the text. So when you type down in the visual section, type everything down. Before you hit publish, go to the code part, the text part, and make sure that there isn't any type of random HTML code there. If you don't need any HTML code, don't use it, right? So a little bit more technical, but I put this as last because I think it's the least important. So try these tips out, especially the introduction part. If you take one thing from this episode, I want you to try the introduction part out. So start your introductions with a question or make a strong statement, right? Explain the dream that your customers have. Bring them down with their current situation, and then offer a promise. So you're the bridge between where they are to where they want to go. So focus on your introductions. Let me know how this works out for you. With that said, I will see you in the next episode.